This is a very quick overview of how to use the hardware functions of the AdaFruit Neo Pixel. This is a really great device. Anyway, when you plug it in and get it hooked up, the first thing you're going to do is send it a tilde. As it says on the screen, if you send a tilde, you will give it a break. Now you are interacting at this point with Lisp. This is the read eval print loop. And the function pixels, when called with nothing, turns everything off. If you give it a number, it will change all of them to that color. Now, in order to encode colors that make sense, use this thing called toColor with red, green, and blue. And we're going to use very small numbers here because the lights are very, very bright. And this will allow you to encode it, all the colors that you want. And for instance, pink would be, maybe this is purple. There we go. So for the rest of the demo, let's define some variables. So pink, toColor, and let's also do red. Make this one R. You get the picture. We'll do G and B. Green, and the last one would be blue. So now we have 4 colors called RGB and pink, in which we can pass those directly into the pixels. Now this passing in a single one will change all of the pixels that color. If you pass in up to 4 of them, since there are 4 pixels, you can individually address them. So we can make them red, 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 blue. There we go. In real life, these have a lot more contrast. Or you can do red, pink, however you like. That's a little not easy to see. Let's do red, blue, red, blue. You can also pass in a list, RGB, and this will display all of them. To go backwards, we have a function called toRGB, which if you give it the number, will return you a list of the red, green, and blue values. The same thing also has 2 touchpads, which are used by the thing called touchpad, and 1 will return the value of 1. Since it's not being touched, have a low value. Also value 2 for the second touchpad. Now if you do touch them, we can run this. You see the number is now 731. Generally anything over 500 I consider a good touch. If you call it without it, return a list of 2 items. Those are the values of each of the touchpads 1 and 2. They're labeled on the device. Just a quick update, the function max, when given 2 values, will return the larger of the 2. So you can leverage them to, say, apply the function max to the touchpads and see if either of them are being touched. So we touch 1. There we go, 747, that's pretty good. And if you'd like, you can do a quick little loop. Let's do format T. This is for the output. This will do output of the first one. Oops, call this one not out. And the second one, also put in a placeholder, and then the new line. Touchpads 1, touchpads 2. Close that out, put in a delay of say 100 milliseconds, and then go ahead and run it. And then as you touch them, you can see the values change. Touch both of them, you get it. Oops. So since it's running, you hit a tilde to break out of the loop, and of course you can do whatever you like from here. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great time.